Tales of Veldrith. Book 3, The Quest of the Seeress. Episode 28, The Island of Storms. The storm came without warning. One moment, the sea stretched endless and grey beneath the ship's prow. The next, the sky cracked open with a roar like 1,000 drums. Lightning forked across the heavens, illuminating towering waves that surged from the depths. The crew scrambled to secure sails and rigging, shouting over the howling wind. Rain lashed the deck in sheets. Eira gripped the rail as the deck bucked beneath her, seawater drenching her cloak. Sigrid Ironwake stood at the helm, her braided hair plastered to her face, shouting orders with unyielding calm.
"Hard to starboard, keep the bow into the wave."
A wall of water slammed into the ship, tossing it like a toy. Eira was thrown from her feet, crashing into the mast with bone-jarring force. She groaned and dragged herself upright, only to be hit by another blast of wind that tore the breath from her lungs. Through the chaos, she caught glimpses of something unnatural in the storm. Faint lights flickered in the sea, like ghostly fire beneath the waves. Shapes moved just below the surface, too large, too fast. The ley lines here were wild, unruly, and pulsing with unstable energy. The ship careened toward a jagged coastline. Eira glimpsed cliffs rising like black teeth against the stormy sky.
"Land!"
Someone shouted.
"Rocks to port!"
Sigrid swore and spun the wheel.
"Brace for impact."
The ship struck the shallows with a crunching, splintering roar. Eira was thrown into the sea, the freezing water stealing her breath. She struggled, kicking against the pull of the current. Debris drifted around her, barrels, planks, bodies. She surfaced, coughing and gasping, and caught sight of the shoreline through the spray. Gritting her teeth, she swam. She awoke on a bed of wet sand. The sky was still grey, though the storm had passed. Waves lapped at the shore with deceptive gentleness. Eira groaned and sat up, every muscle aching. Her cloak was gone, her sword too, but she still had her boots and her belt. Her fingers were stiff with cold. She looked around. The island was cloaked in mist, the trees beyond the beach standing silent and watchful. She saw no sign of the ship or the crew, only silence and the rhythmic beat of waves against stone. A sound broke the stillness, stone grinding against stone. Eira turned, reaching instinctively for a weapon she no longer had. Something massive was moving in the mist just beyond the tree line. She crouched low, eyes narrowed. The shape stepped forward. It was not human. Towering nearly 10 feet tall, the construct was made of dark stone and bone, its limbs jointed with moss-covered iron. Runes glowed faintly along its arms, pulsing with a slow heartbeat of ley-line energy. Its face was a carved mask of animalistic ferocity. Eira ran. The construct moved with surprising speed, smashing through the underbrush. Eira sprinted toward the thicker forest weaving between trees. She ducked under branches and leapt over roots, heart pounding. The sound of pursuit never faltered. Then she saw it, a cleft in the stone wall ahead, barely wide enough to squeeze through. She dove into it, scraping her arms and legs on the rough rock. The construct halted just beyond the gap, too large to follow. It reached for her, but Eira had already scrambled deeper into the crevice. The stone walls gave way to a cavern. It pulsed faintly with ley energy, the air warmer here, dry. Old carvings lined the walls, spirals and stars, a language of the ancients. She collapsed onto the floor, heart still racing. Then she saw it. Embedded in the wall of the cavern, half buried in stone, was a piece of something ancient, a large, rune-engraved key, its edges worn smooth by time. It glowed faintly with the same energy that had animated the construct. Eira reached for it, her fingers brushing its surface. The runes flared briefly at her touch, then dimmed. Whatever it was important. And she was certain now, this island held more than storm and ruin. Somewhere beneath its surface lay the path to the Eye of Eldrin. She stood slowly, gripping the key, and whispered into the silence,
I will find them, and I will find him.
Thank you for listening to The Tales of Veldrith. Books 1 and 2 are now available in paperback and on Kindle. Visit mattytaylor.com for more details.